Well, hello there. Well, hello there. Greetings from Trincomalee. Trincomalee. Yes, that's how we're saying it. Trincomalee. It rolls off the tongue. Is this doggy going to be a friendly doggy? So far, they've all been friendly in Sri Lanka, but it just takes the one. But no. So far, since I've arrived, I have done nothing but see the beach, which is very pretty. Some of it is developed and built up, and parts of it, like here, absolutely not. So it's a nice mixture. It's nothing like Unabutuna. Absolutely cannot be compared. Although I just had lunch in like the place to go here, and it's crazy expensive for food, so I will say that. Right, I'll just go to the corner, have a wee look, and then begin trekking back down. Look at all this coral. It's a lot of coral. Wow. This is all coral here. It's obviously something to do with the tides, I guess. Tides and time wait for no coral? I don't know, I'm making things up here. Work with me. Okay, so I think it's going to be some sort of marina. This is my hunch. And then I have to turn around and walk into the sun. And I'm all lotioned and potioned up to the max again, even the back of my legs that don't shine. Yes. It is a little marina of descriptions. Cute. Very colourful boats. Wow, it's an incredible day. It had a real feel of 39 degrees when I arrived, which just seems unnecessary. Cute little marina. Okay. I have walked till I can walk no further. Presumably you can get boats to places here. I can see one little fish. Okay. I've decided to allow myself one beach day. I'm not the biggest beach type of person, so I don't know what that will mean. Because, I can't just do sitting on the beach in the sun. For many reasons, but tomorrow will be my day to go and explore Trincomalee. I have an itinerary that I've built out myself. I'm gonna hop on a rickshaw and they're gonna take me to where I need to go. This is the plan. What could possibly go wrong? I'm looking forward to it. I'm very much looking forward to seeing what Trincomalee has to offer. This is just one little side of it, albeit a very nice seaside side to it. But we can definitely have other things to offer. So hopefully we'll get a chance to see them too with you. Okay. We're here at the most important temple in Trincomalee. And it's an amazing setting. I love it. There's a lot to take in. And I'm here nice and early to beat the heat of the day. It is just gone 9 o'clock. Look at me getting my act together. And we are all watching out for the biting monkeys. What an amazing setting. What a beautiful, beautiful sight. Amazing. Perfect setting for some religiosity. What a view. So, I'm not allowed to record inside the temple. But it is really beautiful. It's a really beautiful temple. Very peaceful and pretty. And you definitely feel something in there. I don't know, you can definitely sense something different. I guess that's what religion is all about. It's got a lovely feel to it, this place. People praying and worshipping and yeah, special. Definitely if you're coming to Trincomalee, you gotta come here for sure. And what a setting. It is just stunning. Really, really nice. I'm walking around in my bare feet because you're not allowed to have shoes. And a very friendly man gave me something to wrap around my waist. So I was able to go into the temple, just not full. Okay, what is next? We have to retrieve our shoes. That's what's next. And then I think I'm going to walk down the hill to the fort, see these deer, and we'll see from there. I can see my shoes. Is he going to charge me now? Because he wouldn't take my money beforehand.
Small.
I don't have small, I only have... This is all I have. Thank you. They charged me 100 rupees as a deal to store my shoes. Who'd be without your feet storage? Oh. Good morning. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Maybe later. Obviously, things are going to pick up here. This looks like it's going to get very busy. I think I have come at a good time. I have a feeling maybe when it's a little bit more hectic, I wouldn't have had this great feeling of something wandering up here amidst all the stalls. But lots of people making their living around here, which is nice to see. Good morning. But why would you buy a dartboard? Actually, I know. It's because you'd have kids in hand and they're all tugging at you, and that's why. I tell you, I don't even have the room for coconut juice at the moment because my hotel gave me the biggest breakfast known to man. There is so much on sale here. From beach balls to Ganeshas, dartboards, spices, stickers, general inflatables, lots of toys, tote bags. Lots of cute things. Seems like a good place to come if you want to bring back some souvenirs. So this whole area is surrounded by loads of deer. Some very classy shell ornaments. I shall say nothing and say it well.
Sweet mango guava, pineapple.
I wish I did want coconut right now because they're beautiful. Although I do prefer the green ones. If anybody's keeping track. Hi, darling. And how are you? Are you having a good morning? She's already been up to have her prey for the day, hopefully. And now she's just... monkey. Sorry. No, I'm just going to walk. Thank you. So Connor's pro tip as well is get there early before the hoards. Okay, so apparently there's a lot of other things in this area, so we're going to keep pressing on. There's certainly a lot of deer, There's a military museum, and I'm not sure that's where my interests lie. There's so many crows in Trincomalee. What is that about? Yes, I'll leave you alone. I stumbled upon a flock of, like, no kidding, maybe 200 on the beach, and there was a couple of dogs just lying around near them, and I went up to take a photograph of the crows, or a video, and the dogs went absolutely apeshit. Which is kind of cute, because I think they're protecting their crows. They're all part of the same gang. And they were like, nope, I'm not going to let anything come anywhere near my crows, which I thought was cute, so I ran away. Is there views over here that are forcing a Connor to... no, thank you. I definitely don't need any incense. All right. Ticket counter for what? I have no idea what they're ticketing. Ticket prices. Oh, the fort. This must be the museum then, I guess. Visiting area number 2. Maybe I should get out a map. Or maybe I shouldn't be going to any of the visiting areas without a ticket. Things to be concerned about in the tourist area. Okay. Very kind attention. Every tourist, local foreign, must purchase a ticket. For what? Tickets should be saved and kept close to the destination. Your ticket is valid only for the archaeological site. Please abstain from damaging animals. Refrain from entering jungle. Please put garbage and litter. Refrain from feeding on wild animals. And entry. Okay, I'm still none the wiser as to what you need a ticket for, to be really honest. But it costs $1,878 for foreigners, and foreigner half. Oh, I guess that's a child. Or if you're only half foreign, maybe if your mother's from Sri Lanka and your father's from somewhere else, then it's only 939 rupees. And then it says, help save glory, that is Sri Lanka. Many questions. Wow. It is getting busy here. Okay, so just outside of the fort, we're back on the beach. There's more temples. It's my friend Ganesh. Ganesh is always my favorite. Well, there was somebody with like 10 heads and 20 arms that looked kind of interesting in that beautiful temple. But here where we are, what a setting for an army fort. I think that's Trincomalee Beach over there. Look at that water. Oh my goodness. Stunning. Okay, we plod on a little further. That water is so clear here. Grasping onto every little bit of shade I have. And it's still morning. It's still early morning. But I was up and out early. I should have been out earlier, except my enormous breakfast, I just didn't stop. Went on for, let's see, I got there at about, went on for an hour and a half, I think. And they just kept bringing things. And it was all in the hotel rate. I didn't eat it all because it was just too much. I kept saying, no, thank you, no, thank you. But they kept bringing more. I have to be out of my hotel early in the morning, so it'll be a shorter version now that I know what I'm dealing with. Okay. Where do we go now, Connor? Great question. And loads more deer. And crows. Crows and deer. That's what Trincomalee is all about. No, not at the moment, thank you. Quizás más tarde. This, oh my god, this song. You just hear it all around Sri Lanka. Oh my god, it's like in my nightmares at this stage. These little bakery tuk-tuks play it, like ice cream vans do at home, but it's the same song. Oh my god. This is stuff in nightmares at this stage. And then just a few steps off the main road, you end up here in Deer Park Beach. Yes, that's what they're calling it. Deer Park Beach. A lot of boats. This is a temple where we just came from, and this is the army fort. Let's just take a quick walk down, get a little sandy. Why not? Wow, these boats are incredible. Is that what he's... Let's just have a look at this dude coming in. How can they be so narrow? That's what I don't understand. I mean, they're thin people, but... Oh, right. I've just worked it out. Silly Connor. Wow, so it's just a whole load of boats and a whole load of sheds and some jellyfish. It's very much a working city, this, which is really nice. It isn't just all touristified like so many other places. This is a town that works for the locals. It makes it much more interesting. Incredible, though, how thin. So, I guess you sit here and your legs go outside the boat. That's what confused me in the beginning, but being the genius that I am, I actually did work it out. They were kind of remarkable. I wonder if they each have names. Oh, they're registered, actually. There you go. At least some of them have numbers. Well, Deer Park Beach is an interesting little find. why not come check it out, have a look at the boats. It'd be the cleanest of beaches, but increasingly it's hard to find any beach in Asia that's clean. And I think that's all our fault. And there is the memorial to the deer of Deer Park and Deer Park Beach. This is Deer Park, and that's Deer Park Beach. And I tell you, there are far more deer in other parts than there are in Deer Park. Want to see this shiny Connor? This is the Connor who's just reapplied. Factor 1,000,000. Oh, look. Look at the little fawn. He looks, or she looks very young. I was going to say very new, but that's not what we say, is it? There's a lot of deer featured in this particular destination. There's a lot of, oh, these are all the young. Like, this is obviously like some sort of little kindergarten. Oh, so cute. And then I think Mama or Papa with the big antlers is minding everybody. And they're going to be like, you don't come anywhere near my young. That's okay. I won't bother you much longer. Right. We have a market to get to, because that's the next destination on my list. Although it is so lovely in the shade. Laundry day or a pop-up shop. Sometimes it's hard to tell. Okay, we're definitely getting nearer to the market. A cute little house. Ooh, the smell of fish. But I'm not into fish, folks. But if you were, I'm sure this is an amazing place to come. And we're definitely getting close to the market. I wonder, is there anybody who lives somewhere like here and doesn't like fish? I mean, presumably life's rich tapestry would indicate that there would be. It would be quite unfortunate. And what if you're vegetarian like moi? There's probably few of them. Necessity and all that. Okay, so I know it's near the bus station, and this is the bus station. So everybody hang on to your purses. The market area. Alright, is this the fruit and veg part? It's certainly the plastic part. That's for sure. Ah, I see some greenery. And a whole lot of plastic. Okay. Hello. How are you? What is that?
Leaf onion.
Oh, leaf onion. Okay. Smells lovely. Yeah. Okra, yes. Everything looks amazing.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Oh, there's sneak some fish in here. Everywhere I go, I'm going to be in somebody's way here. I feel. Hi. Well, they seem more smiley than annoyed that I'm here. These are the lines that I absolutely love. Oh, to have a market like this nearby. It is gorgeous. More fish. And we got the beautiful smell of incense in the middle of it all. Probably disguising the smell of fish, which it does perfectly. Okay. What a lovely market. Absolutely gorgeous. Right, just outside the market. Back into the blazing sun again. Good morning.
Nice sweater.
Thank you. Love you. Should I get some coconut? I feel like supporting them. Still kind of full. I mean, it's not as hectic as it could be, that's for sure. Seems like a quiet morning here in Trinco. That's what the locals call it, Trinco, instead of Trincomalee. I like the name Trincomalee. It has such a lovely lyrical tone about it. This is obviously the fashion district. Good morning. See no evil, hear no evil, say no evil? Is that an expression? And here we've got the Trinco Supercenter, where you can buy everything by the look of it. Wow, it really is a supercenter. Bet you could get some great deals around here for just about anything you want. Fake flowers, they're yours for nothing. I could do with an umbrella myself. Would it present the soggy mess that I am? I don't know. I like Trincomalee. Good morning. Gorgeous shop. Oh, there's a Happy Cream House. I remember seeing this on my map. Happy Cream House. I like the name of it. Thank you. I like the street. It's got everything going on, really. Everything that you could possibly want. And it has lots of vegetarian places, I think. And it's got a mosque. It really does cater for all your needs, this street. All right. It is rehydration time, I think, which means finding shade and drinking copious amounts of water. Okay, for nothing other than pure nosiness, I want to see what's...
Hello, friend. Hi, you want a biscuit?
Not at the moment, thank you. I want to see what's happening over here where everybody's... Looks like it's a firework shop or something. Have they been busted? Fabric. Hello. One could easily get lost in these streets, and I think maybe I should stock up on water before I do get out of my depth and lost. What's going on here? I think Trinco has a very different feel from everywhere else I've ever been in Sri Lanka. Because, okay, obviously I'm not in a tourist area, so that helps enormously. This is real life. But apart from that, there's a different atmosphere, kind of a calmness or something. I don't know. I like it. And it really has everything you need. Because there's so many restaurants and little cafes and shops for everything. And tuk-tuks. You'd never go wanting for anything. Certainly in this area, it's incredible. And you've got a beach on your doorstep, an incredible market. And if you're into fish, this is just going to be bliss for you. And it's got beautiful shade. And a cake point. It's got a cake point. I don't know what that is, but it's forced me to believe that it's amazing. Who wouldn't want a cake point in their life? Okay. We're onto a main street again here. I have a slight idea what I want to do, but it involves checking maps. I seem to have somehow got myself some sort of personal driver in Trincomalee. Well, not really, but if you give your I'm talking tuk-tuk drivers here. If you give them a 5-star rating on Pick Me, it turns out it will always look for those same people next time you go looking. So my poor lad was not close when I tried to hail a tuk-tuk, and he's just messaging me saying, "I'm coming, sir, I'm coming." He's like, I don't know, quite some far time away. But I'm going to wait patiently. I'm not in a rush. I can think of worse places to spend time waiting than in the shade in Trincomalee in front of a lovely supermarket that is the cleanest. It's called Mahalakshmi Stores. Honestly, the cleanest shop I've ever seen in my life. It's so beautiful in there. It's like spotless, everything. The shelves, the floor, the counters, the people. Highly recommend. And I got my lunch to go. Oh, I think he's here. He says he's here. Let me go have a look. Where is he? There he is. And in fact, this is where I got my lunch. Sri Purani vegetarian restaurant, which comes highly recommended. Not by me yet, because I haven't had it, but by other people. Hi. Hi. So I'm all set for the rest of the day. That was the dude with the 10 heads I was talking about. The god with the 10 heads, I should say, and be reverent, respectful. I like this town. More beautiful temples. I'm excited to see what Jaffna has to bring as well. Okay, so we're back on the beach in Trinco. It is coming into late afternoon, early evening. And I just wanted to show you one last little bit of this area so you have an idea of what you're dealing with if you're ever going to come here. So, it is a part of the beach that is just behind all of this. And you can go through a road that I'm going to bring you down, or you can go through a bar like Fernando's bar, which apparently is quite famous around here. Shocking prices for food, I would say. And that is why we're going to go the roadway. Yeah, I just couldn't believe the prices in that place. It's 3,000 for a veggie burger. I'm like, do you know how many people you can feed for 3,000? Really good food, not a stupid veggie burger. Like really nice local cuisine. It's ridiculous. I don't understand. But I guess people are paying it. That's why they're charging it. Look at me having worked out the algorithm of commerce and capitalism. Anyway, you don't have to eat there. There's plenty of choice. Or you don't have to even eat in this neighborhood, because I think this whole area by the beach, because it's so touristy, I feel like prices here are just inflated. And you can go into where I was just earlier in town, and there are lots of very fine restaurants for like a third of the price, I would say. So, or people just pay for convenience, I guess. You don't want to venture far from your hotel. I don't know. I think it's more interesting to move away from the touristy areas myself. Although sometimes I do understand, sometimes you need a little bit of comfort and a little bit of something different. This is the back of that bar that I was telling you about. Yes, hello Crow. Fernando's. I mean, there's a lot of different food establishments there, so it's kind of like I don't know, what do they call it, a food market? And there's a lot of choice, so if you're craving pizza and stuff, you can go there. And in fairness, I should say, all the reviews are really good on the internet. It's just me who's shocked and appalled at the pricing, but then that's probably my problem. I guess there's a difference between people who are traveling for a long time and people who are just here for a 2-week holiday as well. Because if you're just here for a 2-week holiday, you're more inclined to not bat an eyelid at big prices, I guess. Am I making sense? I have no idea. I tried to eat here last night, but it was closed. It looks a little bit more open, but it's kind of hard to understand. I was craving Indian food last night, and I don't understand why it's so hard to find Indian here because of I really thought that because we're in sort of Tamil country, I thought that there'd be a bigger choice any choice of Indian food. Alas, that is probably the thing I miss most about traveling in India is the food. So it's definitely more of a hassle for me here, because basically you've one choice, and that's what they call vegetable curry and rice. Now it is very good, and it's different everywhere and every time, but it's not that different. So, India, I can go to most places and have endless choice. So, but anyway, it's my choice to be vegetarian. So, I've only got myself to blame, etc., etc., etc. Anyway, as you can see, there's lots of choices around here. Hello. Again, not sure it's the best pricing, but that's just where we are. There's a little tuk-tuk stand, which is cute. And this all lights up at night and is very safe. I got a stunt on my shoe. It is a very safe, calm area. No, thank you. So it is a good place to stay. And they have dosas there. I didn't see that last night. So I think there's a lot to offer here in Trincomalee. Because you've got a nice beach that isn't too developed. It's really nice. A lot of different types of accommodation that you can stay in. You can stay high-end, budget, and all in between. You have a lot of food options. So you shouldn't go hungry unless you're really picky. It's very easy to get into the town if you want to go and see a bit of culture and some things that are very different, which I would advise you to do. You can just use the Pick Me app and the tuk-tuk will be at your door in minutes. Hello. And we'll bring you into the town for a little over €1, even though it's maybe, I don't know, 10 minutes by tuk-tuk, something like that. So, all in all, yes, I would recommend Trincomalee. Personally, it's far more my kind of thing than Unawatuna. It's not wall-to-wall tourists everywhere you go. But you still have all the... I still have everything you need, but with a little bit more culture at your doorstep and a little bit more authenticity, actually. And I think people are friendlier up here. Well, actually, you see locals. I guess that's... I mean, are there locals in Unawatuna anymore? Or just... I know there's people working there, but Unawatuna just did not seem like a real place. Anyway, let's focus on Trincomalee. And then we're back on the main road, which you don't really need to be on. No, thank you. Okay. I feel I've done my job. I've shown you the good and the bad and the ugly of Trincomalee. Actually, there's not really any ugly, and there isn't really any bad either. There's a potential crow situation in some parts. That's about it. But like, that's okay. I think we can handle that. There's a lot to see, I think. Or you could just stick to the beach yourself and have a good time. It's completely up to you. Right. Now, what I'm going to do for my dinner, which I know everybody is just dying to know, I have, I think, found somewhere called Vegan Cafeteria that appears to serve Indian food and is completely vegan and therefore vegetarian. And my mouth is watering just looking at the menu. It's about 2.5 kilometers away, so I'm going to use a pick-me to get there. Just showing you some of the menus here in case you're interested. So that's my plan for the evening meal. It is not walkable. Let's wait till this lad passes. And perhaps I'll come back and let you know how my dinner is. Some people are really interested in that. I mean, I would be one of them. I'd be like, show me the dinner. Tell me all about the food. Tomato garlic pasta for 1,500. What do you think would be in a dish like that? It has the potential to be very good, but it has the potential to be terrible as well. So, I think if you're into fish, into seafood, this is probably a really amazing destination for you. I think it's quite an amazing destination anyway, even if you're not into seafood like me. You might not have the, fine dining culinary experiences that your little heart desires, but you can get them somewhere else. I imagine this is probably what Una Batuna was like about 20 years ago or more. Why weren't you open last night, mister? I don't understand. You had such promise, but alas, I've made other plans. Okay, so you've got all your different establishments around, food and drinks. Right. Well, there you have it, folks. I'm off to Jaffna tomorrow, bright and early in the morning, and looking forward to that and exploring somewhere very different again. So until then, I will bid you adieu. So from here and from Trincomalee, it is goodbye. Keep it in Sala.